Did you know that in 2022, New York State saw a net loss of over 75,000 families? Or that California's population declined by about 340,000? These are just some of the states that have seen large amounts of people leaving in recent years. But if people are leaving states like California and New York, where are they going? Well, today on Across the Globe, we're going to look at the top 10 states that everyone is moving to in 2023. Number 10. Maine. During the coronavirus pandemic, Maine became the most moved to state in all of the U.S., with many fleeing East Coast cities for Maine's rural and more affordable way of life. In fact, 62.4% of those moving in Maine were from out of state in 2020. And today, that growth has not waned but continued. In fact, Maine has continued to see population growth during 2022, and this is projected to keep rising in 2023. Why are people moving here? Well, affordable cost of living is one reason. While Maine is only ranked 35 on U.S. News & World Report's list of most affordable states, it's significantly cheaper to live here than its East Coast neighbors like New Hampshire, Vermont, and Massachusetts. So for those looking to move out of one of these more expensive states without leaving the East Coast altogether, Maine becomes a desirable option. Low crime is another reason. Recent data shows that Maine has the lowest violent crime rate per capita out of any other state in the U.S. Number 9. Utah. Did you know that Californians account for 16.6% of all out-of-staters moving to Utah? This contributed to the largest spike in population growth that Utah has seen since 2006. In fact, between 2021 and 2022, Utah's population increased by over 61,000 people. Of this increase, people from out of state accounted for over 38,000 of these people, with the rest being from natural increase. So why is everyone moving here? While it's not the most affordable state in the U.S., it's more affordable than some of its fellow Western states like California and Washington, ranking number 34 on U.S. News & World Report's list of most affordable states. And compared to states like California and Washington, Utah has a significantly more affordable cost of housing. Number 8. Delaware. Delaware has long been considered a tax shelter for businesses. Many companies set up shop here to take advantage of Delaware's 0% sales tax and tax-free business transactions. However, it's not just businesses that get these benefits. Individuals do too, by paying 0% sales tax and reaping the benefits of Delaware's average effective property tax rate of only 0.56%, the 7th lowest in the country. In addition to its tax benefits, Delaware also offers other perks like a strong job market and proximity to other East Coast states like Pennsylvania and New Jersey, all at a lower cost of living. For these reasons and more, Delaware has seen an influx of people moving there. One study, for instance, found that Delaware ranked 4th in net growth in 2021 and saw a 59% rate of inbound traffic versus outbound. In other words, far more people were moving to Delaware than leaving. And in 2022, Delaware saw an increase of nearly 2,200 families. For a state with a population of approximately 1 million people, that's pretty significant. Number 7. Tennessee. If you've visited Nashville recently, you might have seen cranes and people in construction hats busy assembling new apartment and condo buildings. In fact, in 2022, Nashville was projected to have the largest percent of apartment inventory growth in the entire country, with about 21,000 units currently under construction. But it's not just Nashville that's seeing an increase in growth. In fact, the city of Chattanooga has seen the most growth out of any city in Tennessee, with 3 people moving in for every 1 that's leaving. Johnson City comes in second, with 2.73 moving in for every 1 person leaving, and Nashville and Knoxville are tied in third place, with 1.81 moving in for every 1 moving out. Altogether, this means that in 2022, Tennessee saw an increase of 4,500 families, and according to recent census data, in the last decade, Tennessee's population has increased by 9%. Number 6. Idaho. Idaho is ranked top on multiple lists of top places everyone is moving to in 2023. And when we took a look at the data, it was easy to see why. In 2022, 1,800 more households moved to the state of Idaho than left it. That's pretty significant, considering that the average household is 2.5 people and the state of Idaho has a population of 1.9 million people. Many of the people moving here are fleeing neighboring expensive states like Washington and California. And this makes sense. U.S. News and World Report's availability ranking, for instance, put Idaho at 30 in terms of cost of living, whereas Washington is at 44 and California is at 49. But it's not just affordability that is driving people to move here. According to Forbes, Idaho also has a thriving job market with lots of work available in both agriculture and medicine. Number 5. North Carolina. Did you know that North Carolina saw a 9,000-person net increase in 2021? This is believed by many to be due to 3 reasons: work, family, and weather, and is expected to continue in the years to come. Let's break these reasons down. 1. North Carolina is anticipated to add 300,000 jobs through 2028, a 6% increase. North Carolina even ranked number 2 in the country for small business job growth. In terms of people moving here for family, North Carolina recently ranked number 7 on U.S. News and World Report's list of best educational systems, and North Carolina is number 24 on the most affordable states to live in the U.S. What about the last reason? Weather. Well, this one's a no-brainer. North Carolina has a temperate climate, with temperatures ranging from the 50s in the winter to the upper 80s in the summer. Number 4. South Carolina. It's not just North Carolina that has attracted interest as a place to move to. South Carolina has also seen an influx of people in recent years as well. In 2021, South Carolina was the 3rd most moved to state in the entire country. And in 2022, South Carolina saw a net increase of 10,000 residents. The reasons for this include a strong job market, warm weather, lots of green spaces like parks, and affordable housing. Speaking of affordable housing, this is likely to be a prime reason people keep moving here. Recently, South Carolina was listed as being among the top 10 states with the most stable housing markets. Number 3. Arizona. Did you know that in 2022, Arizona was the 5th fastest growing state in the U.S. for the 2nd year in a row, according to data from the U-Haul Growth Index? Most of these people came from California and Washington, with over 64,000 Californians moving to Arizona between 2016 and 2020, and over 17,000 from Washington. Like many of the other states we've seen, affordable cost of living plays a huge role in attracting people here, as Arizona is ranked 29 out of all 50 states in terms of cost of living. Number 2. Texas. Texas has gained a lot of attention in recent years due to high-profile people moving here. For instance, Elon Musk recently relocated not only himself, but all of Tesla to Texas, and numerous celebrities have fled Hollywood for the Lone Star State. But it's not just celebrities and tech moguls who have moved here. In 2021, Texas gained over 12,700 residents according to data collected from the USPS, and apparently about 30% of those are coming from California. A big reason people are moving here is that Texas has no state income tax and no corporate income tax, making it an appealing place for individuals and those with businesses alike. Texas also recently ranked number 22 on a list of the most affordable states to live in, and number 28 in terms of housing affordability. Plus, with a strong local economy and great weather year-round, there's not much that can outweigh the pros of living in Texas. Number 1. Florida. Florida has been known as a retiree state for years, and that reputation hasn't changed. In 2022, it was ranked the best state to retire in based on factors like affordability, wellness, culture, crime, and weather. No doubt that's continued to draw out-of-staters to the Sunshine State. However, Florida has also recently become a popular state for young people to move to. Between 2019 and 2020, over 252,000 people moved to Florida, making it the top state for people to move to. That increase has held strong, as nearly 330,000 people moved to Florida between 2020 and 2021. A big factor is that Florida has no state income tax, making it more affordable than the 44 other states that do have a state income tax. There are also plenty of job opportunities, and Florida is also known for being friendly to business owners. Then, of course, there's the weather. With sandy beaches and year-round sun, it's no wonder people are flocking to the Sunshine State. What about the cities everyone is leaving? Watch this video to learn about that.